Baruchim Habayim, welcome back for this week's installation of a Biselleh Torah. Shmini is the parsha that we're looking at this week, and it contains, like all other Torah portions, a lot of different elements that are worthy of consideration, but there's one I want to highlight with you. It talks about kashrut, that is to say, the laws of kosher, that which we can eat and that which we are forbidden to eat. And the paradigm of all things that are considered to be non-kosher is the pig, which Jews and Gentiles both know alike. We consider this to be the example of all things that are not kosher. It is not the only animal that is not kosher by far, but it's the one that we invariably choose when we talk about something that is considered to be treif, or non-kosher. And I'd like to draw your attention for a moment to a sociologist who wrote a book a few decades ago called The Presentation of the Self. In this book, he outlined the idea that we are afraid to present our true self to the world, that if we somehow appear exactly as we are internally to the world, we're going to be rejected. They're not going to accept us for who we are at our very base core level. So instead, we don a mask. In Latin, it's called a persona. We don a mask to present to the world, and somehow that what we present is more acceptable than who we are in reality. And this idea relates closely to the idea of the pig in the Torah reading. How so? Well, in order to be kosher, an animal has to exhibit two traits. One of them is having a split hoof, the other one is chewing its cud. Now, one of them is visible. That is to say, the split hoofs are visible. Chewing the cud is invisible to the eye. It's only something that we know when we understand what and how the animal lives and chews and consumes its food. So the pig, the rabbis argue, when it presents itself, it puts its front feet out, as if to say to the world, look, I'm a kosher animal. But only when we peer more closely at the animal do we understand it's not kosher, it does not chew the cud. And I think this is a powerful paradigm for us understanding how we are supposed to interact with the world based on who we are. We need to be true to ourselves. We need to present who we are to the world instead of this false sense of self that's happy, jocular, or feeling tremendous sadness at times. It's important to be who we are. And in order to be who we are, sometimes it takes a great deal of psychological work to dig down deeply and then find acceptance for what we are in this world. And then we will be accepted by the people who care about us most, that will care and take care of both our wonderful attributes as well as our foibles. This is the lesson of the pig, which is a powerful lesson, is it not? About presenting and being true to who we are, who we're born to be. And maybe, by the way, when we find that place of true depth and sincerity of self, maybe then we'll be acting in true consonance with the gift that God endowed us at birth.